Alrighty. Welcome, guys. I'd like to welcome you to a new adventure, a new journey of mine here. Decided to open up a basketball channel with 2K Sims. I am not going to play any of these games. I've been doing this for like the last couple months offline and been doing these saves. I put a little bit on my YouTube channel as well, but I didn't go with any voiceovers. And I think I'm going to do it now here on this channel here and see what we can grow from here. I don't expect much from it. It's just another way for me to get some more out of my creative outlet out here. And this is the NBA, and again, I've been doing this for a while, so I've already got a couple titles, and I'm currently running, I think, season 4. Yeah, this is season 4 out of so far of all these seasons. So right now, as you can see, these are the stands in the Pacific Division, and we're going to start off by introducing you to a little bit of the teams, and where you can see it. Yeah, I run every single team, and it's a simulation, and I try to be as fair as possible with every team and try to give them all as the best players. But sometimes it doesn't happen that way. Sometimes other teams have different plans and different situations going on. But here we're going to introduce you to the six divisions and show you all the teams into it. We have not expanded yet, except for the Bobcats, who automatically expanded. And we'll talk more about it as we go through expansions. I do want to eventually add more expansion teams, go to all 36. And I think I'm going to see how long we can keep it on 2K26 and see how long that works for us. Because I'm not using the current roster. I'm using an older roster. I'm using the 2000s roster. And that's where I know my basketball more, and that's where I'm going to go with it. And the Clippers, who currently came off of an NBA championship appearance where they lost to the Miami Heat in 7. And you're probably like, what? The goddamn Clippers made it to the finals? This was their record last year, 53 and 29. The average age is 27. They've got 8 playoff appearances, but no titles. This is the squad: Gilbert Arenas, Jalen Rose, Mike Miller, Al Jefferson, Kenyon Martin, Kurt Thomas, who they just acquired this season from the Knicks. Definitely, they're trying to make that run back to the championship. Marco Jarek still on it, Eric Strickland. This is a team that they got. They want to make another run again to the NBA Finals, and this time they want to win it. They want to get that championship this time against whatever team they play from the East. And so far this season, they're 9-3, one of the better teams so far in the NBA. And their records have not been bad, except for the 03-04 season. They went really bad. But then the other seasons, they've been about 50 wins. So they've been finding a way to do this. And that last season when they acquired Kenyon Martin. And now they were able to get Gilbert Arenas to re-sign after getting to the championship. He signed a 2-year deal, and it was like the first year didn't go the way he wanted it. But the second year, they're like, "No, we brought you Keon, we brought you Mike Miller. Let's put this together and let's see how far we can go." And on in this save, the Clippers definitely are trying to be getting out of the Lakers' shadow. And these are the picks that they have so far. They still have a lot of their first round picks, so nothing crazy. They've got a couple second round picks as well. From that year that they were pretty bad, they did trade a lot. And in that year that they were bad, they lost a lot of players. They lost Elton Brand, they lost Corey Maggette, they lost Darius Miles, they lost Andre Miller. They lost a lot of players that year, and it went really bad for them. And that's what happened. But now look at them again, and now they're leading the West in the Pacific, leading that. So we'll move to the Warriors up next. So again, look at their picks right here, giving you a look at what they're going to do and what they can pick. They got a couple picks of the Timberwolves, 76ers, and the Warriors so far in my save have been a decent squad. They haven't been, I guess, a contender, but they've been able to make the playoffs. They've been able to compete, and they have quite the squad right now that they've got. 49 and 33 was the record last year. 26 is the age of average for them. They're not bad this year. They're hovering a little bit over 500, but the season's still young. This is their squad. They just signed Jay Williams in the free agency market. Jason Terry, Antoine Jameson, Chris Bosh on the same squad. Those two together have been great for them. Eric Dampier still remaining with the Warriors. A nice little bench of Speedy Claxton, Zaza as the big man to back it up. Maybe that is an area where they're going to need to look at as the season goes through, but they're going to need to see it as the season goes through. And again, the Warriors have been a contender team, but not a real contender. They've just been able to make the playoffs. And I think right now they're happy with that. Mike Dunleavy is injured, and Tony Allen is also injured as well. So a couple injuries to their other better bench players. But as you can see right now, these are the records last season. Yeah, 03, 04 was a tough one. It was Bosch's first year. And then the second year, Bosch really developed and became a star for them, and they got themselves into it. So They're coming off of a playoff appearance. They want to get back to the playoffs again. And yeah, it says Team State's rebuilding, but they're not rebuilding. Actually, they're gonna be contending. And right now, I think the one question for me is, do we keep Antoine Jameson on this team or trade him and see what else we can get for Antoine? Because you have Chris Bosh and Antoine Jameson, and you have two solid guards in Jay Williams and Jason Terry. So I think we're gonna wait and see that out. And the Phoenix Suns, who have been one of the more dominant teams in the NBA, no championship appearances and no NBA championship yet. But last year they were 53 and 29. No titles yet, not making it to the finals yet. They have won 7 in a row. They started the season 0-2, and now they're 7-2, and this is their team. Brought Gary Payton back one more year before he retired. Joe Johnson, Sean Marion. They kept Joe Johnson, and they're keeping this three right here. That is their big three: Joe Johnson, Sean Marion, and Amari Stoudemire. As their bench might not be as impressive, but they definitely got size on the bench. Delonte West and the point guard role as well. Tony Petrovic, I think he came from the Raptors, but he's okay. And Lonzo Mourning, another big guy. These guys are really focused on the big guys because they know that the Lakers are their threat and they want to stop anything against them. And Penny Hardaway, who's been consistently playing, not getting injured like he did in real life, but he's been on still. But definitely the Suns want to start taking a look at the depth. But as you can see, over 50. There are 3 seasons that I've played with them, and they're hoping to repeat that same result this year. But this year they're hoping to add maybe a championship appearance to that impressive resume. Mike D'Antoni leading the charge in Phoenix here. And the big three, I think they are very happy with their big three of Joe Johnson, Amari Stoudemire, Sean Marion. It's now trying to find a point guard that can help out, and this is their draft picks for the future. They have good draft picks, but again, you get like the 30th or the 29th pick or the 28th or those kinds of picks, you're not going to really get as much as you think you're going to get. Next, the Kings, who were actually my first champions. They were the first season that I did the save. They won the championship the first year, and they did it as a freaking 8 seed. They did it as an 8 seed where they took on the Suns, and they were down 0-3, and then they pulled off a fucking miracle. Like, they were like, you know what? Let's just go full sweep on the Suns here. And as you can see, they have that second NBA championship. They added it here on my save. This year, they're a little on 6-6. Their window it's closing. Their window is closing, but they don't know what they're going to do. Chris Webber's on a contract year right now. Mike Bibby's the star right now. So now you got Ron Artest as well. Ron Artest was part of that championship team. He left the squad to go, and then he only had a 1-year contract on, believe the Wizards. I had him on the Wizards, and then he left them, and then he came back to the Kings, and they made the playoffs again with them. But this is the squad they have. It's not a bad squad. It's just, yeah, it's been a team that's been together for a while, but the age is starting to creep up on some of them, and that's the thing. C Webb's still in 87, but his contract year is this year. You're 6-6, so they might become a seller of Chris Webber. I mean, we don't know yet. They're waiting to see how it gets towards the All-Star break and see where they're at and see how the season's panning out. But even the Kings, look at this. Here's their record: 43-39. They won the championship that year. Then 42-40. It was a little bit rough, but then the next year, last year with Ron Artest back, they got a big win. They won the championship with Ron Artest on the team. And this is I'm gonna go and show you the last NBA Finals that I've had. Yes. Sacramento beat Detroit 4-1. Then the Lakers beat Cleveland 4-0. And last season it was Miami and the Clippers 4-3. So the Pacific Division has definitely been a staple of dominance here in my save. And the Lakers have 4, so Kobe and Shaq have 4 now together. And this is now where I'm going to close out this video with the Lakers, who have all their draft picks. Haven't needed to move it, but this might be the season where they make some trades, because even though they have a pretty solid squad, you're going to see that, 15 NBA championships. There's a couple weak points in the Lakers here. There's a couple of points where they could ask for help, and there's some points where they could be looking for more depth on their team. The year they won the championship, they had added Juwan Howard, and then they traded him for Emeka Okafor in the draft. They gave away another pick as well to the Detroit Pistons, but they got themselves Emeka Okafor, who's injured right now. But this is their squad right now: Jamal Crawford, Kobe, Lamar, Rasho, Shaq, Kobe and Shaq still together. They found a way to work it out. Brev Knight. This is the squad right here, and they're hoping that maybe this team can find something and get the bench together. If not, right now they're 6-5. They're gonna find something. Dalen Rogers has been a star for them. They got him from Washington, and he's been a solid guy off the bench. Ryan Bowen's been doing well as well. The Lakers are going to be an interesting team to watch here in this series to see what they're going to want to do going forward. But yeah, that's a little bit of a picture of the Pacific Conference. I'm going to do every single conference before we start simming through the games right now. We're at the beginning of the season so far. We're only 11 games, 13, 14 games into it. Not that far into it, so we'll be able to see season 4 here with us and see how it goes. Who can take the title? If Miami will repeat, or will we have a repeat champion from the last couple of seasons? I'm very excited about this, and let's see how it goes. I'm out of here.